everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my channel and my kitchen. So one of my most recent videos I did like a grocery store haul for you guys on how to try and like save money and stuff. One thing we're starting this week and will hopefully continue for a while is we're setting up a mini salad bar in our fridge. I'm sure you've seen that going around online like TikTok and all different things. But you know, we don't have a big cool drawer to put that in because we have a fridge that opens with 2 doors. But we're gonna put everything in containers. We're gonna cook and prep and get everything ready. The only thing I have to cook is I'm making hard-boiled eggs that I'm gonna chop up. And we're gonna chop up some meat. And then we've got, let me just show you what all we got here. Then we've got bell peppers, cucumbers. I've got different kinds of lettuce, cauliflower, carrots, and then I've got fruit too because my husband loves fruit. I never eat it. I should, but I don't. I just don't like it. So every week I put together like a fruit bowl for him. So I've got this container here. I just picked whatever cute container I want to leave on my island so they can grab and go. So we've got apples, bananas, grapes, and peaches. So all but the grapes will just go in this container. Grapes will go in the fridge. And we're just going to get all this stuff ready because a lot of these raw vegetables my husband loves to just eat, snack on, dip in ranch dip, different things like that. And then I've got this celery I had in the fridge. It's on its last leg, so I'm going to go ahead and chop it up into like tiny pieces, put it in bags to put in the freezer, save for cooking because I use that in soups and stuff a lot. And then as long as I can find it, by the end of the video, we'll be putting our iceberg head lettuce and our romaine hearts lettuce in like those Sillamil bags in like individual portion sizes. That's my goal. But it's not in the house. It's not in my big pantry. I think it's outside in the storage building, so I'll have to find it. But so we'll start by getting everything else prepped because they're all just going in like Tupperware containers in the fridge. Now just for a little bit of a close-up look, we've just got like off-brand turkey and ham. We've got eggs, which I do buy the nicer eggs, but these at our local grocery store are only $4.50. And then grabbed a few peaches. My husband loves those. Bell peppers. This is a thing of bacon that was in our fridge that I need to cook up before it has been in there too long. I buy like these big like 5-pound things of bacon from our local butcher, and then I chop it up. These are like half slices. Chop it up into smaller bags, stick them in the freezer, pull them out when we need them. And I pulled it out a few days ago and hadn't actually used it yet. So I'm going to go ahead and cook it up, chop it almost like it's, you know, bacon topping for the salads. And then again, we've got our head lettuce, iceberg lettuce, cucumbers, which I'm going to go ahead and slice those up. And then the cauliflower, my husband loves to just eat this, and the carrots raw. So there's all of our stuff. I'm going to get the eggs going because I've got to boil those, so that's what's going to take the longest. Okay, so I have got the eggs going over here, gathering up my boxes to burn because I also did a deep clean on the fridge before I got started. And I've got all these Tupperware containers in the sink to wash. I've got 42 things to do. I like to do whatever's easiest first to just get it off of my mind. So I'm just going to get this fruit basket together. I just literally set the eggs in there. I mean, the bananas. And then pour those apples in there. And then I'll have the peaches. And this will just stay on the island. I'll go ahead and get these grapes in the fridge. And I need to get this bacon going on the stove. Got our bacon and our eggs going. Okay, and just trying to find Tupperware. Because, you know, it's hard to find lids when you need them. Alright, so my next easiest thing will probably be this cucumbers. Ooh, the bacon smells good. Now for cucumbers, I just dice these up. I'm trying to think what containers I need to use for what. So I'll put the cauliflower in there because it's huge. Put the cucumbers in here. I could do like slices. My husband likes them. He doesn't mind them thicker. So he really just loves cucumbers. trying to squeeze them all in there. I don't think this lid's going to fit on. On my ends. Well, maybe. Let me see where that go. Ooh, hey. And actually stay on. That's fine. I'm just going to do some bell pepper strips. Great use for celery if you like to eat it like fresh as a snack, which I really don't know many people that do, but it's like at the end of its life. Just if you will use it in soups and stuff, that's pretty much the only thing I use it. I use it in making homemade dressing, southern style dressing, and then pull out a handful of it frozen and chopped like this. Dice it up even smaller, throw it in recipes, soups, and it is so good. Which that was actually what I bought this one for. I just forgot all about it. It's this phenomenon my husband just recently reminded me of, is that if we put vegetables, fresh vegetables, in the bottom drawer of our fridge, where technically they should go, it's the vegetable drawer. It's like no man's land. Everybody forgets it's there. So if I buy like one of those pre-mixed salad kits and stick them down there, nobody eats them and they go bad. My husband will not even know there's carrots down there. And I said, well, I'll just go back. I used to do this all the time. I told him I'll just go back to washing and prepping them and putting them in clear containers in the top of the fridge so that everybody sees them. I'm going to have to start using the bottom drawer just for something else entirely because it just doesn't seem to work. Do you guys do that in your house? Forget about what's in there? Our view is kind of obstructed because above it is our cheese drawer and it is so full of cheese. Got 2 containers left, so then I still need something to put carrots in. I definitely want to keep the meat separate because not everybody loves each one. So I just went with like the cheap store brand because you guys, this stuff has gotten so expensive to get lunch meat. And I'm sure it's fine. This bag may have a, yeah, it had a tear thing and I didn't even notice it. Alright, so this one is turkey. And I'm just gonna like, oh, got some celery on there. Like, try to cube it. So it's just like you get at a salad bar, little meat cubes. Which this one's working really well because it's just like a chunk of slices. Oh, I'll need another container for eggs. I'm going to have to get down there on my hands and knees, go through that dang cabinet. Which, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that when we moved back in this house 2 years ago, we did a huge remodel on this kitchen. And I also really upped my organizing game and bought like pan organizers and under the sink organizers and all that. And most of that's working out just divine. But I never got like Tupperware or lid organizers, so we literally lose them. And I'm sure they're just in the very back of the cabinet. Yeah, I think these have like a peel thing. it's like extra hard to open. It's like, why? Why would I do that? Alright, this is our cooked ham. But I don't know that I would want, you know, honey ham or something in a salad. I don't really like sweet salads. I don't know if they're quite savory, but they're not really sweet. The eggs just dinged, and I think the bacon is also almost done. Let's check in on those. Yeah, those are good. So I'm just gonna put these on a plate to drain. Need those to cool off a lot before I can cut them. The eggs, I'm going to drain off this hot water and then pour cold water over them. Then we've got the cauliflower. And then we gotta dig for Tupperware. This is something if you grow yourself, it's really weird. Same with broccoli and cabbage. These don't want to come apart. Is like bugs can be in there if you grow organically. So these I'm sure were sprayed with all kinds of Lord knows what. Because when I cleaned it, I didn't notice any sort of marks or anything like that. Other than, do you guys have any like tips on how to store vegetables in the fridge other than like a Silanol bag that's like really good for them so they don't like start to age? Because I've heard there's like these fancy like eco-friendly like bags or something that you can put them in, reuse, but I've never tried anything like that. So let me know. Ooh, another thing I would like to try, I've made a recipe before with cauliflower rice, but it wasn't, like I didn't make the cauliflower rice. It was, I was doing a food meal box a couple of years ago. I did that for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. It was fun. It was, I did it to learn new recipes because, you know, they send you like the meal cards and stuff. And it was really cool. So a couple of them came with the cauliflower rice in it, and it was really good. But I've wondered like how you make the cauliflower rice, because cauliflower really has no flavor. So it just takes on the flavor of whatever else you're cooking it with. These carrots for this time around, I usually buy him the mini carrots, and that's what he just munches on, but he told me yesterday he prefers the whole carrots. So I had thought, well, what am I going to do? Am I going to like skin them and chop them up? Okay, I took a break for a bit, and while I was off camera, I cleaned up some of the kitchen. I've got the containers all over there. Took trash out, burned trash, moved the laundry, all that jazz, things I need to get done. So what we've got left to do is chop up the bacon, peel the eggs, chop up the eggs. So I'm going to get going on that. I think I'm going to eat some of the bacon. Very crunchy. Perfect. These fat pieces on the end, I'm not going to throw them away, but my husband's the only one that likes them. So I'm just going to keep them whole so he can see them and grab them if he wants them. So brief pro tip on peeling eggs, and it does not work 100% of the time, so it's super annoying. But I feel like my routine makes eggs really easy to peel. So like I said, boil them for 5 minutes, turn them off. They're in that hot water. Drain out the hot water, do cold water. Wait about 10 minutes, dump out that water, add more cold water. Wait about 10 minutes, dump out that cold water. And then I begin to peel them. And when I peel them, I'll take the egg and I will smash them on the side of the pot to get them to crack. And then I actually go around the egg and squeeze, which creates cracks all over. And I have my faucet running on a light drip. And as I start to peel back, I have that water hitting the spot where I've peeled. And it's like the water goes under the shell and makes it come off really easy. So I have 6 here, and only one of them gave me a fuss. But that's okay, because we're not making deviled eggs. But anyways, it's a pain, but sometimes that helps make it easier. I'm going to get these chopped up. I did find more Tupperware containers, thank goodness. Okay, so the eggs turned out great. Okay, so due to some time restraints, I've got to get back to my desk and get to work. I'm going to deal with the lettuce later, probably tonight whenever I'm actually finishing putting dinner together from the crock pot, or maybe even in the morning. So obviously they'll be fine in the fridge overnight, but let me show you what all we got prepped. All right, here is everything all open so you can see it, photo worthy. So we've just got our celery I chopped that's going to go in the freezer, and we've got cauliflower, bell peppers, cucumbers, eggs, bacon, ham, and turkey, and then just the carrots my husband's going to eat whole. So this was a very productive, probably about an hour getting it all together. And here's how it all fit in the fridge. So, and then we got our 3 containers back there. And then these 3 here, you can clearly see what's in them. We'll have to pull everything out if they're wanting to make a salad, put everything on it, but that's fine. Got the carrots here so my husband sees them, and this is our little snack tray where I keep yogurts, cheese, stuff, whatever. So that's good. And then we've got the grapes down there. And then we've got, I'm gonna use that for tomorrow, and then we've got new fresh eggs. Anyways, nice, lovely. And due to space, I will have to put the lettuces in the dreaded lettuce drawer. But I'm going to put a reminder on my calendar to make sure I get those prepped tonight or tomorrow morning so I don't forget, because Lord knows I would if I didn't. Anyways, thanks for coming along and watching this video today. Let me know, do you do a little mini salad bar in your fridge? Is there something else I should add? Yeah, that'd be really cool. I wonder if they make like little matchy, same-sized organizers on Amazon. Let me know if you've got any tips. Thanks for being here today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Mwah.